Hello students, welcome to class 12 physics. In this video we are going to discuss about the AC voltage that is applied to a resistor and draw the necessary graph for that. So let us see the question. Explain AC voltage applied to a resistor and explain it with necessary graph. So here we are just going to take the AC source and these AC sources applied to the resistor. So in the circuit we are having AC source and resistor. Figure shows a resistor connected to an AC voltage. Here, consider a source which produces sinusoidally varying potential difference across its terminals. Such type of potential difference is called as AC voltage. Here we know that AC is nothing but the alternating current, right? So here it is sinusoidal. That means its value changes with respect to time. That means it increases, attains maximum value, decreases, it will be 0, and again it will be increasing in negative direction, attain maximum value, and then again it will be decreasing and becomes 0. So the supply is AC. That means its value changes with time. So here AC voltage V equals to Vm sin omega t. Here why we are taking the equation as Vm sin omega t, because we have already studied the position of the oscillator in the chapter oscillation. It was y equals to A sin omega t, because we had seen that when the object oscillates, when the oscillator oscillates from the mean position, it will be increasing, attaining the maximum displacement, again decreasing, comes to mean position, and again it will be going in the other direction, that is opposite direction, attaining maximum displacement and again going to the mean position. So any position of the oscillator with respect to time, that will be y equals to, here A is nothing but the maximum displacement, which is amplitude, and sin omega t, because here it takes the form of the sine function. It changes its value with respect to time. So sin omega t. So the same thing happens for this AC source. And so the supply that we are giving, the voltage that we are giving is AC voltage. So it can be written as V equals to Vm sin omega t, where Vm is nothing but the maximum voltage, which is compared to the amplitude of the object, or amplitude of the oscillator that is oscillating. So here Vm is the amplitude of the oscillating potential difference, means maximum voltage. Omega is its angular frequency. Also we know that by Ohm's law V equals to IR, where I can be found by applying Kirchhoff's loop rule. Or here we are having two equations, V equals to Vm sin omega t and V equals to IR. So using this equation, in equation number 1, we get IR equals to Vm sin omega t. Taking R on the other side, we can write I equals to Vm by R sin omega t. Here, by using this equation, we can write I equals to V by R. But here, as we are having the maximum voltage, we can write the current that we are getting will also be the maximum current. So, Vm by R is equals to Im. So, this equation can be written as I equals to Im sin omega t, where the current amplitude is Im, which is equals to Vm by R. This relation works equally for both AC and DC voltages or current. So clearly we can see that V equals to Vm sin omega t and I equals to Im sin omega t. The voltage across a pure resistor and current through it are plotted as a function of time as shown below. So let us see the graph individually. First the voltage with respect to time. Voltage changes with respect to time. At 0 it will be 0 because sine will be 0. We need to see this equation, Vm sine omega t, or we can write it as, instead of omega we can write 2 pi by t. Here t is also, let us take it as periodic time. So for this, when sine will be 0, then its value will be 0. For sine pi, again its value is 0. At sine 2 pi, again its value is 0. For pi by 2, it will be maximum. 3 pi by 2 also it will be maximum. So this is considered as Vm in positive direction. This will be minus Vm, that is maximum voltage in negative direction. So this is the graph of voltage with respect to time. These different plots shows the value of the voltage with respect to time. In the same way, for current, I versus t, its value changes with respect to time, because again I equals to Im sine omega t. For sine 0 it will be 0, whole term will be 0. For sine pi, again whole term will be 0. For sine 2 pi, whole term will be 0, because sine n pi equals to 0. At sine pi by 2, which will become 1, we will be having I equals to Im, that is in positive direction, plus Im, and for 3 pi by 2 it will be minus 1. This becomes minus 1, so I equals to minus Im. So maximum value in the negative direction, that is minus Im. So here you have seen the graph individually, that V equals to Vm sin omega t and I equals to Im sin omega t. The graph will be same, but when we merge that, the maximum voltage is always greater than the maximum current, because by the Ohm's law we can see Vm is equals to Im into R. So whatever maximum current we are getting, when we multiply that with the resistance value, these value will be greater compared to Im. So when we draw the graph both in one, then Im value, the I graph will be smaller compared to that of compared to that of the V. So you can see over here in this figure, at pi by 2, the Vm and Im are there, right? We will be getting the maximum current and maximum voltage at pi by 2 and at 3 pi by 2, but value of current will always be smaller than that of voltage. Value of maximum current will always be smaller than that of the maximum voltage. The voltage and current are in phase with each other in pure resistor. Both reach 0, minimum and maximum values at the same time. So here you can see already in the graph that the voltages are 0 at pi, at 2 pi its value is same, at pi by 2 also it will be reaching the maximum at the same time. So we can say that voltage and current are in phase with each other. Here both V and I reach 0, minimum and maximum values at the same time. So the voltage and current are in phase with each other. So students, you may note down this theory.